Welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk About Lego with the Brick Stop. That's me. We got Andrew in the house, of course, as usual. Brick Monarch. Welcome, my friend. How you doing tonight?
Good. Very good.
Awesome. We got a little bit of ambience, whatever you call that, in the background for the music. Minecraft. This is an interesting, kind of a different one for us. Minecraft is one of those themes I feel like that could be sort of a hit and miss for us, especially for you, like, because I know you're very particular about some of the things you like and don't like, especially when it comes to licensed stuff. So yeah, this is a little bit of a different talk for us, kind of going off completely in another direction, video game based, a licensed product. So I'm excited to talk a little bit about something a little more different. But yeah, let's talk about I'll give a quick kind of couple sentences about where Lego Minecraft came from, and then we can talk about some of the sets and some stuff we like about it.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah. So let's see. So Lego Kuso, before Lego Ideas, it was called Lego Kuso. And so that's kind of where this, someone submitted a little micro world. Actually, the set wasn't micro, it was a big blocky world, but the set based on that project that got approved was a little micro world. And they did 4 more, and that was in 2012. Yep, and there you have the other 3 right here. And so they added to that over 2013 and 2014. They added these little ones, and I think they all stuck together to make like a full cube. Yeah. Breaking up Brad, welcome my friend. Talking about Lego Minecraft. And then I think Kind Crusader or Crusader, somebody was in here.
Kind Crusader, yeah.
Hello.
He's saying hello to Brad, and he's saying, hey, it's good to see you guys live. So yeah,
perfect. Yeah,
we are.
Nice to be live again, for sure. So then these kind of came out over the 2012, 13, and then into the 14, 2014, they switched over to minifig scale sets. And the rest is history. I mean, 2014 to now, we've got what? I mean, I did a search on Brick.
There's over 100.
Yeah. What is it? Brick set. I searched it and it had like 103 hits or something like that for sets. So This theme is gargantuan. Yeah, huge.
And so that's where there are a lot of polybags and like one-offs that obviously they consider them sets. But what I've done here is I have picked out some of the better sets to talk about.
Sure. Yeah.
And as we go through, there's probably going to be some honorable mentions that I just didn't have the space to include, I guess.
Right. Fair enough. So why don't we talk, before we jump right into the sets, why do you like Minecraft? Why do you think Lego Minecraft is cool? Like, what are your thoughts about the whole thing in general? Because I know it's a little wonky. So
yeah, it is. I mean, and typically, you know how I feel about licensed products generally. I do like the Harry Potter. I looked at the recent release of the Harry Potter negatively because of the sand green was brought back instead of the dark bluish gray.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which is super annoying. So I just nixed that whole thing from this last round.
Okay.
But, going through Minecraft, I mean, I started playing that in 2010 in beta. So I've played the game since the beginning of Minecraft. Like before half of the kids in the world even knew what it was. I was already making houses and mining and going on adventures,
So it was on your radar quite a bit before Lego picked it up.
Yeah, I was kind of blown away, honestly, when they decided that they were going to do the Minecraft stuff, because, it was just so convenient, because I played Minecraft because it was so similar to building with Lego.
Right.
Initially, except you could walk around in your build.
Sure, which is a fun little...
which versus, Lego, like, once you've buttoned up a room, it's kind of hard to even get your one hand in there to make a modification.
Sure.
So I was very attracted to the game when it first came out, and then I was very attracted to the sets because of the parts. I mean, the parts are awesome.
Yeah. Similar kind of story. I remember I wasn't quite beta, but it was like just out. I mean, I remember talking to people about Minecraft who hadn't heard of it, right? Like, weird to think about that in today's society. Like,
it's like one of the number one most played games on Twitch, and
right. Right, but at the time, like you and I and other people were like kind of nerding out about this game that no one played, and it was a big chunky block game, and they're like, whatever, like I'm gonna go play Call of Duty, which is fine. But like, yeah, I remember trying to tell people about it, and they're like, yeah, okay, whatever, Minecraft, whatever. But for the same reason you thought it made sense to make Lego Minecraft, I thought it didn't make sense, to be quite honest. When it came out, I was like, what the heck is the point of making Lego sets that are basically based on Lego, like blocks? Like, it in my brain, I was like, why? We can already make it. It looks like Lego already. So why are we like making sets that are just stacks of Lego? And I think that is a sentiment that's out there for some of it. But as I kind of, as it progressed into a bigger theme, as more stuff came out, as I, had my son get involved with Minecraft and played with him, and like, I could see the joy that it would bring as you got to see what was reflected in the game in Lego.
Yeah.
And you could kind of get on that train. And now I really do appreciate quite a bit of what Lego's done with Minecraft. It's always fun to see some of the things that they've been coming out with for that theme. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on the
I got my daughter into it, and she just
Okay.
kind of like became a Minecraft nut.
Sure.
But when I show her like a new Lego set, like she doesn't care.
Yeah, similar to my daughter. Like,
You can care less.
My son. My daughter's only 1. She's not playing Minecraft quite yet. But it was the first video game I played with my son.
Yeah.
Archer, when he was like 3.5. He and I were like dinking around on worlds and falling off of cliffs and stuff. And it was pretty fun. And it was a really, really great bonding experience for me and him. And so that makes sense for me to really love the Lego sets, because that's a way that he gets into Lego. Kind of like what you're talking about, where, I'll show him Lego sets. He gets excited about it, but then he moves on, does other things, But when he sees those Minecraft sets, he's instantly like, ooh, I could put that next to the pig house and the little farm that I got and the nether portal. And so it's a very fun world building experience.
Yeah, it's cool to see it in the game. And if you love the game and then you see the Lego set and see how Lego has portrayed it, I mean,
Yes.
a lot of it is super rad.
Well, and like you said, I'm going to circle back again. And like you said about the game, the reason I love it as well, and I don't play it as often as I used to, but is because it has the same draw that Lego does. Like you said, you can build and create whatever you want, just like you can with Lego. Lego might be a little more detailed, a little more versatile in some of the things you can do. But as far as the, basic programming, if you will, of the two things, they're the same. They draw exactly on that same obsession to create, and that the ability to bring those creations to life, whether in a game or in Lego. So I agree with you there too. It's a game that really appeals to Lego builders a lot, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. And then, of course, we've got those Instagrammers out there that are just, they don't understand. They don't get Minecraft.
Right.
And I'm like, well, you're not creative, so I get that you don't get it.
No one in particular necessarily.
No one in particular, but we know who they are.
You see them sometimes popping up with their TikToks or whatever. Sure.
We're not talking about you, Brad, if you're still in here. I know you like to play Minecraft.
Good stuff. So we decided, with both of us having some background in the game, obviously, Lego, one of the biggest themes and one of the biggest current themes that's out is Minecraft. Majorly overlooked by anyone who's not really that interested in the games. Kind of like, any other license. If you're not into it, you're not going to look at them. Like, I don't look at Batman or Marvel or anything like that, really. I just glance at it and move on. But kind of underappreciated maybe by some of the non-Minecraft fans out there. So we'll bring it to, let's talk about Lego because it's Lego and we like to talk about it. So here we are.
Right. Yeah. So we've already taken a look at the 3 micro worlds,
which are pretty fun. Like,
yeah. I mean, I thought that once these came out, that was going to be it.
Same. And I think Lego may have thought that as well, to be quite honest. Because they didn't, maybe these tested so well, they're like, let's move into minifig. It was a bit of a challenge, I believe, for them to translate into a minifig scale, because the minifig isn't square, right? It's not blocky. They probably considered thinking about different ways to represent that, and I think they did a good job with what they finally came up with. But this makes a lot of sense for them to test it with, and I apparently did really, really well because we jumped into the minifig scale a couple of years later. So
yeah, the micro worlds, I'm not 100% sure what those are going for these days. I'm sure you can probably find them still, but they're probably pretty expensive, I would think.
I'm not 100% sure. I got the one with the little village and the mountain behind it right there, but again, they were discontinued when I picked it up, but it still was only a couple years after they had been discontinued, and I got it for very cheap. But I don't know what they go for now. So, what do we got in the comments?
The Kind Crusader saying, while I like playing Minecraft, the Lego sets were never really on my radar, so these will be quite interesting for me to see.
Yeah.
The Kind Crusader, my man. You gotta go pick up some Minecraft sets. You'd be surprised the blocks and the bricks that you get in these sets.
Also, if I'm not mistaken, 100% printed pieces.
Yeah,
I've never put a Minecraft sticker on anything.
Yeah, no, they are all printed pieces, and there's actually some pretty cool shield plates.
Yeah,
that are super cool, and I wish that I had them like right here handy, but I don't. I put them away. But there's a shield that comes with the Illagers, and man, I got a whole bunch of those on Bricklink just because it was a printed tile and it's a shield, and you know, I mean, you can use them for all kinds of things. Plus, I'm obsessed with like the little tiny oven pieces.
Oh yeah, yeah, the little ovens. There you go. Yep. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, and how also, they look just like the game.
Yeah, it's fun to see that. They really hit a ton of stuff spot on. And I do appreciate them developing it over the last, what is it, like 7-8 years now, from some of the things they didn't quite hit in the first sets to develop those things and find better ways to represent the game in these more current sets. So that's fun to see some of the experimentation they've done over the years of these sets as well. But no, here's one thing I'll say before we jump into all the sets. The last thing I'll kind of talk about is this is a theme that kind of like Lego City or like Lego Train, when you look back at it, you see things you either maybe saw or just completely missed. And you're like, what? When did they do this one? Because I was checking them out right before we jumped on to kind of refresh. And I was like, dude, like the waterfall house. You're like, there's a house with a waterfall built over it. And I'm like, I know I have seen this before, but like, this is amazing. Like, why did I not?
That was one of the first ones too.
Yeah, I was in the first wave, I think, of minifig scale ones. But so
see, that was the kind of weird. That was the kind of weird kid stuff that like my daughter would build.
Yeah, and they did a great job capturing the things that people would build. That you're like, take a second look at for a bit and be like, what is going on here? Yeah,
no, and I mean, me and Crystal, we had a realm, and we spent, I don't know, a couple of years building it, and I've got this giant castle with gardens all around it, and so I mean, it's been a pretty substantial thing in our life. I mean, my brother got me the bee lamp for Christmas.
Oh, sure,
it's like a hive, a beehive, and the like little light puller thing is one of the bees.
Mm-hmm.
I like Minecraft. I collect Minecraft stuff, not just Lego, but not only do I play the game, but I also collect the other stuff. I have all the boards and pickaxes that hang on the wall. Got all that stuff.
That's awesome. It's kind of like your other hobby, Lego and Minecraft.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I love it.
Yeah, and they meet in obviously Lego Minecraft, so that's
right
a fun thing. So so let's take a look at a couple of these sets and get into some of that stuff.
All right, so these two are massive mining sets.
Yeah.
And I don't have either one of these.
Neither do I.
But I love them.
I really want the big 2,500 piece, I believe. One.
Yeah, it's huge.
On the
it was like $199 too. It was like an expensive one. The mountain cave.
Now is it two sections that slide next to each other, or does it have a hinge that opens it? Because that's a really fat build.
No, I'm not sure. I think it's just open in the back.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's just a big open space with
Yeah.
all the fun stuff you'd
But
find.
you
in
want to talk
Minecraft.
about pieces, man. You got a whole ton of that medium nougat.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of those cool colors are coming in these Minecraft sets.
That's
And
true.
like
Really.
just hordes of them.
Yeah. Piles and piles of these. These really great colors for building all kinds of castles and stuff like that outside of the Minecraft theme. So. Yeah, I like the big slime they built out of translucent blocks. Let's just talk about the mini slimes also. Those are one of the coolest things in Minecraft Lego is those mini slimes.
Yeah, there's
really like
there's
those.
one I can't remember which set it came with,
The
but
witch
there is one that has the mini slimes, and we will be able to show that as well.
Cool. Yeah, I love those. And I like the big slime's cool too. So for those of you who haven't played Minecraft, if you run into a big slime and you whack it a few times, it breaks up into medium slimes and smaller slimes. And then you can kill the small slimes to get slime to do other things in the game with, just so you know. Just a little breakdown.
The Kind Crusader said that's great. He hates to put on stickers. They are often slightly a different shade from the base color than the brick. I agree. They're not always perfect.
True. Yeah. So.
And he is also saying they could these could easily be the dwarf mines from the fantasy era. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you
could tweak them. You could tweak them a little bit, but the base build could definitely go for anything. I mean,
you could strip the top and then add the dwarf mine up next to it, and then this could just be an extension for sure. And then you could just round out a few things, add a couple burps or whatever, and make it bigger. But yeah, these are definitely, again, like great land building, because it only takes a handful of like 1x1 plates and some bushes to really round out some of these sharp corners if you don't want them to look like Minecraft. Build some cool landscapes with some of these sets. So
oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so these are good. Really wish I had gotten a hold of that big one on the right, but I really like the other one as well. Both of them are good. Yeah,
and the reason that I set these up the way that I did is to compare like similar builds and note the years. The mine came out in 2014, and the Mountain Cave came out in 2017. So about every couple of years, you're getting something in that same world, and that works that way with the jungle, the desert, the tundra sets. They about every couple of years they're coming out with something new that fits in that biome, which is kind of cool.
Right. Or something you can add to something you built or bought before, right? So,
I'll touch base on that a little bit more when we get to the tundra, just to point out, obviously there's a new ice castle that's coming out in 2023. Or no, it's already out actually.
Is it? It just
the ice castle is out because we got it for my nephew for Christmas. So.
Nice. It is, but it is just brand new.
It is brand new. So yeah. So we've got the mine and the mountain cave, two massive sets, in the mining world.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna jump into the jungle. So again, note 2016, the Jungle Treehouse came out.
Okay, yeah.
It's a pretty gnarly set, right?
That's a great set.
Which leaves you wishing, okay, where's the Jungle Temple?
Sure.
And then Jungle Temple releases in 2017.
Yeah. Yeah, and so this is a good example of a set, I think, that could appeal to a non-Minecraft on the left here. Someone who's not necessarily sold on the game would still, I think, find appeal in the Treehouse set. But the one on the right, that would be a hard sell for someone who's not necessarily familiar with what's in the game. Because of the way it looks, it's just like, I could see coming into this and being like, what am I looking at over here? But the one with the treehouse looks fantastic. I love that they did both. And I think it's funny that we haven't talked about this quite yet, but the desert temple hasn't been given to us yet, which is interesting.
No desert temple. They did the ocean monument before they did the desert temple.
I wonder why. Yeah, I wonder if they're waiting to do. It would be kind of fun is a big UCS like desert temple with all the floor that falls away and everything inside. But
yeah, that'd be badass, man, for sure. So the Jungle Treehouse, a lot of and it's not just this one, but a lot of these Minecraft sets, they look and feel like creator sets. Like basic creator sets.
They kind of function as them too.
Yeah, and let's be honest, they're all better than all the friend sets. Right?
Well, maybe. The only reason I would say no is, well, or say yes and agree
Okay,
with you
so
because,
officially, Jason likes to play with dolls.
well, so officially the Lego mini dolls are the only thing that makes Lego Friends not good, in my opinion, because a lot of the sets are really well developed. The details are out the roof. The theme is insanely expansive.
Yeah.
But the mini dolls kill everything for me. I don't even care. Like, so that's why I would then agree with you with these being better than Lego Friends. So that's my kind of take on that. But I wanted to mention also real quick before we get going too much further, the little cats. See the little cats that they added in, the jungle cats?
Yeah, that's the
little
ocelot.
ocelots. Yeah, the little ocelots. What I love about this theme is how, like you just said, it's expandable. It's cohesive. It's the Lego system at work exactly the way it ought to be done, because every set builds on itself. It's made in the same dimensions. All the little cats, all the little animals, all the little skeleton archers, all the armor, all of it works together. So you get another skeleton in this one and 3 more over here, and then soon you can have the little horde of skeletons coming down the hill to attack your castle or whatever at night. As you add to your theme and as you build out your world, they all work together. I just think it's really well done. It's a cohesive theme, just like Lego Harry Potter and all the castle rooms. Same reason I absolutely love what they're doing with Lego Harry Potter. It's the same concept. I need to see more of this type of stuff in Lego.
You can buy every Minecraft set and literally fill up 2 4x8 tables and just create this whole Minecraft world.
Yeah.
With every possible thing.
Well, and I think also Minecraft is even more cohesive than some of the other themes they've done. Like, for instance, even like The Hobbit. Like, The Hobbit's great and all the sets go well together, but like these fit even better together. Like, there were like a couple different variations of orcs and a couple things they changed for the later sets or whatever in The Hobbit, but like this seems to be so consistent across the board, like you were saying. And yeah, they even built the like notches. They seem random in the base plates, but they actually have built them so they slide together really well with other kits.
Yeah.
Like, they're all the same. Like I said, the dimensions and stuff, the way they build it is quite ingenious. I'll give them that for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I mean, I enjoyed seeing the jungle temple come out. I'm pretty sure that I have this one.
I don't have either of these. These are
It's
great.
in my backlog though. Like, it's like not even here. It's like in storage.
Right. Somewhere far away.
Yeah.
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 No, these are good sets. Really, they each set that's set in that biome, they do a great job representing the biome. Like, you see it is instantly. Like, oh, there's a jungle temple. Oh, that's the jungle treehouse. So those are the
if you play the game, you know what it is immediately when you see it.
Exactly. And that's
which is the key to this whole branch of Lego being coherent to the Minecraft community. Because even if you're not a major Lego collector but you're serious about Minecraft, I can see someone picking up a few of these just to set them on the shelf in their game.
100%. Yeah, that's why Lego Star Wars is so popular, because it has so many Star Wars fans that are non-Lego necessarily Lego fans who have the X-Wing and the TIE Fighter and the helmet on their shelf in their like nerd room, because they'll buy it because it represents it so well. So
Mr. Tom McGrath says, "Hey guys, I have no interest in Minecraft, but enjoy listening to you. Keep it up."
Well, we appreciate you jumping in and listening. And yeah, we're going to talk about this Minecraft stuff this week, and I'm sure we'll find a theme or a topic that piques your interest more than this one next time. So,
and in the meantime, Tom, why don't you just go ahead and download Minecraft and give it a run?
And give it a whirl.
Give it a whirl, man.
It definitely isn't for everyone, though. I will say that, because I've had other people who are very creative people, and they just didn't quite go for it. Video games in general aren't necessarily for everyone. So I do understand where some people draw a line and they're just like, yeah, we just don't do it. But yeah, it could be fun to try if you've never tried it before. It's definitely an experience.
Totally fun.
What do we got?
The Kind Crusader says if Friends had normal figs and few color changes, it would be great.
The colors also get me. I will agree there too.
Yeah, the color looks like a unicorn rainbow vomited all over a Lego set.
Well, and we didn't talk about the new modular, but that was one of my criticisms of it. was that the colors are darn close to what you might find in a Lego Friends set, and it started to throw me off a little bit. I'm like, stop putting Lego Friends colors in Lego City and the Creator Modular series. We don't need that. So,
right.
No, I
agree.
haven't even asked you your opinion on the new modular, but
that one, the Jazz Club,
yeah,
terrible. The colors are awful.
yeah, that seems to be a very general opinion for most people. They're like,
Yeah.
what? So yeah. Anyway,
Judah says since you brought up Lego Friends,
whoops.
why doesn't Lego make a filter in bricks and pieces when you're looking for torsos and legs to filter out the Friends torsos and legs?
100%. It blows my mind that when you search the torsos or whatever, that it's all littered with the Lego Friends stuff. I'm like, I can't, just mini dolls. That should be its own section in a search engine, is mini doll torso or mini doll legs or whatever. Like, yeah, they mixed them all together. It's the worst.
Well, I don't typically buy just the torsos on Bricklink, so I always look for like a full fig.
Sure. It's just all their stuff.
But yeah, I can see how that would be annoying. Like,
well,
oh, you'll like this one, Jason.
Can I just say though, real quick, the Lego Bricks and Pieces search engine, like the Pick-a-Brick search engine, is one of the worst search engines that's ever been created.
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
Awful.
You literally just have to have the number. If you don't have the number, just good luck.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, but I've even had the number and then it was the wrong number because it was an old number or something like that. They haven't even correlated the numbers from Bricklink, which they own, Bricklink and the Lego's official numbers. They're still many of the parts have Bricklink numbers, and then Lego has their own number. Dude, there he is.
Another classic black.
Yeah, you gotta have the black Forceman guy. That's amazing.
Yeah,
you just need a black feather though.
I just search that, and I'll just grab that one. You know,
right?
This is only the second one that I have. I was actually missing one to complete one of the classic sets.
Does he come? How many sets does he come on? Is it just two?
Maybe like 2 or 3. Camouflage Outpost is one of them, and then I think he comes in one other one.
I think it's No, I can't remember.
I don't know. I can't remember.
I don't think
we'd have to jump in and talk about him again.
Yeah, we have to go back. We'll come back to Forestman one day.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Speaking of forest, we're in the jungle, and speaking of jungles, we're in Minecraft. Here we go.
And now we're in the village.
We jumped out of the jungle. That jungle can be hard to get through, just so you know. So,
that jungle is terrible to get through.
Crawling through. I try to get up to the top and do as much tree hopping as possible.
Yeah, just do game mode creative and fly over it.
Dude, I only play hardest survival. I won't play. Archer doesn't like it, but I'm only playing if it's survival mode on hard.
That gives me anxiety. I can't do that.
That's part of the fun for me. So, dude, this set though, like, it's so cool, man. And again, like, you could make some decent modifications and turn this into a little medieval village. Like, not that hard. Like, I don't know.
Not at all. But this is really cool because number one, I mean, obviously this set is huge.
Yeah, this is basically UCS size, like almost like 2,500, 400.
Yeah, I want to say it was like 250 or something.
It might have been more. Was this more than the big cave, or the cave is the biggest one?
I think the cave's the biggest one.
Okay.
Maybe not. I could be wrong.
I remember looking at this thing in a catalog because sometimes they send me catalogs and sometimes they don't. But I saw this in a catalog for some reason, and yeah, they just laid out on like a double spread page, I think. Like, this thing was huge. It's so cool to look at.
Yeah, I like it because it comes with the pigs, the Iron Golem, the Enderman, and it's got one of the villagers in it. And if I'm not mistaken, it was one of the first villagers that was available came in this set.
I think you're right. The villagers are hard to find.
Yeah,
they're a little more easier now, but yeah, originally they were like impossible to get. No, this is great. It's got the little blacksmith forge over there.
Yeah,
right?
It's got all the little main little town elements.
The little tower, right? It just doesn't have, I guess, what they would call a church, right? That little weird thingy with the tower. It looks like a little church in the game. I wonder if Lego, since they're like technically non-religious, they don't do any of that. They're not going to build the church. I hope that they do a set of that at some time. That'd be so fun. But yeah. So other than the church missing from this town, like, that's it. This is everything else you'd see in a town for sure.
Lady Brick says it comes with a cake.
The church does?
No, the set. It comes with a cake.
It's like that. Okay.
Kind Crusader said that my minifig was from 6071.
I thought the one with the black collar.
Yeah,
Also came in
and then
okay.
6066, which is the camouflaged outpost. So there was another set. So it may just be the 2.
I feel like it's the 2, but I can't remember if it came on the River Fortress or not.
I've got 2 of them.
Yeah, I think I have 1 or 2 of them for sure.
So that's
good. I think I have at least 2 of them. So,
something else to note on this, if you can see closely on this image, this actually has the classic cake, which is the square cake. And there's a new set that came out, and the cake is now round. It's printed on a round tile.
Interesting. Is that I can't remember. The cake in the game is square, isn't it?
Cake in the game is square.
Is it still square? Because they update the
I don't really play around with cakes too much.
Neither do I. I just remember.
So I don't know for a fact, but I mean, nothing in Minecraft is round.
No, so I'm surprised they updated that. That's weird.
But yeah, I saw an image, and it may be actually on the bakery set that I just got, but it's like way over there. Lady Bricks, if you're not doing anything right now, come out to the shop and run over and get my bakery set. I want to see it, please.
See if there's the round cake in it or not.
I'm pretty sure the bakery is the one with the round cake, but in this one it has the original cake, which is square.
Original cake is square. It's in the game. It's square. It gives you lots of health if you eat it. It's fantastic.
It does. It's wonderful. Overall, great, huge set.
Yeah, nice layout. A lot you can do with
the shop, Lady Bricks. They are over here at the other end of the table, stacked up. It's the bakery. See them over there? Just bring me the 2 Minecraft sets. We gotta dissect this real quick. I'm sorry, everybody. I gotta know what's going on.
We gotta dig into
square.
So I wonder. Yeah, we'll have to look into
Where did I see a round one? And maybe it's in one of the even newer ones.
I mean, I know Lego Friends has tons of round cakes in it. So
no, okay. So in the bakery, the current bakery set here. Let me
see.
Do this number right
tilt
here.
it slightly. There you go.
Yeah, see the cake in there?
See the cake right there.
Yeah, it is a square cake in this one.
Okay. Cool.
But we'll have to make note.
Is that a new set?
Yeah, and then this is the Nether Bastion.
So this set is. I was just talking to you a second ago about this set. I got it for my son for Christmas, and I love the builds in that set. The little monsters you get to build are so much fun.
Oh yeah, they're phenomenal.
They're like functional little monsters that work just like they do in the game. It's so cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. Very, very cool. Let's jump into the swamp and the mushrooms.
Yep. Yeah.
So originally we had in 2017 the Mushroom Island came out, which was one of those things that was very, very difficult to find in the game.
Yeah.
But once you found one, you're like, hey, finally I found one, and there's like literally nothing you can do with it. It's completely useless island. It's terrible.
It makes like mushroom cows, which are
there's mushroom cows. Yeah,
they're super cool, but I think don't they just do normal stuff?
Yeah, they do. They just have mushrooms growing on their back and they're red.
Yeah, they're like little.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's wild stuff. It's fun though. Yeah, and the mushroom house, making houses from mushrooms was pretty difficult. There was a certain way you could do it, but you couldn't mine the mushroom and have a mushroom block and then set it down. I don't know if you can now.
I think you can now.
You might be able to now, or there's like a certain tool you can get to do that. But I think a lot of people originally they'd find a big mushroom and they'd leave it and they just kind of hollow it out and build a floor inside it and leave the main mushroom structure to build a house inside like you would in the mine, like you see here. So
yeah.
Yeah, and then of course the swamp. This set apparently is pretty hard to get. Like it's
the witch hut.
The witch hut, yeah.
If you notice, it's the one that comes with the mini slimes.
Yeah, they're so cool, and it comes with 3 of them.
It comes with 3 of them, yeah.
Yeah, I really like this set. It's got a lot of good variety. I like that it's got a nice terrain with the chest on the one side, then the big swamp area, and then the house on the other. Really
I
gives
really,
you a nice.
I really like the dark green in it.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was one of the first sets that came with the lily pad builds with the little 1x1 tiles with the round and then the quarter round in green.
Brilliant.
So
Yeah.
I saw that, and then I loved how the potions were done
Mm-hmm.
in that set as well. So I have that set still in the box somewhere.
Nice.
I think it's in storage.
That's crazy because I mean,
I
like,
do have it.
I saw it used somewhere for like $200. So seriously,
I don't doubt it.
so hold on to that.
I think it's one of
again,
the only ones that comes with a witch.
It might be, that might be part of the reason. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I think you're right, and that might be part of the reason. Those slimes are also not on every set. There might be, I don't know if they have any of the slimes on the big cave. They just came out with a new set that has one slime and a little bullfrog. It's coming out like 2013 or 2013.
Yeah, January 1st, actually.
Yeah, and that set is like a $10 or a $12 set.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to see the slime come back and get put in a cheap set.
Yeah, I saw that little bullfrog. That little bullfrog is actually a brand new mold.
Yeah.
For Minecraft.
Kind of like the axolotls, I think, had a new mold too.
Yeah.
So what's interesting, again, I think, just to come back to the consistency of this set, you see, like, here you get a creeper. That set comes with a creeper. This set comes with a skeleton. That set comes with a pig and some slimes. And then, again, you can just add to your other pigs that come in your other sets. You can put them in the little pens, because that's what you do in Minecraft. You put the pigs in the pens, or you put the cows in the pens. You gather the livestock. Or you can just populate the woods and the jungles with these things, because in Minecraft, there's all these little animals and creatures that are always scrolling around through the world. And I love that Lego just adds random little animals in all of the sets so that you can just build out the world as you collect the sets. It's fantastic.
Yeah. And a lot of these, the way that they do the reeds, where it's like the light green 1x1 round brick.
Mm-hmm.
They're just stacked. Well, I mean, you can make a whole literally make a whole river edge with the reeds or sugarcane, depending on which era you're from in Minecraft.
Right.
Sugarcane or reeds, right?
Right.
But that's what they are.
Yeah.
And you can quickly add more to your world.
That's another great point, and that's kind of where you brought up earlier how it's kind of like Creator. A lot of these sets serve as, here's how we represented these things in Minecraft. Now you can go and do this, build the set, and you can add more. Like you just said, add the more reeds. You can add, a couple more of these trees. Look at that mushroom. That's an easy mushroom build, and you could make 5 or 6 more of these and make that whole mushroom area, right?
Yeah.
The potions, again. If you have some translucent heads with the little things on them, you can make extra potions, and add them into your Minecraft world. So you don't need every Lego Minecraft set to make a cool Minecraft display, because you can build them out so well, because they're very, very simple to build, but they still look really fun. You really just need a handful of the little Minecraft people and the Minecraft accessories, and then you can start building the world any way you want. So it's a lot of fun for sure.
And also notable to the this whole Minecraft theme is every year that we get a new wave of them, they're adding new skin prints.
I did notice that. Not to mention, we didn't add this in our slides, but they came out a few years back with skin pack battle packs.
Yeah, there was 2 different ones of 4, and I have both of them, and I didn't include images for those, but they're very cool, because if you play Minecraft on a server, you obviously see all the other kids with different skins and custom skins and whatnot, and some of them have been skins that I've seen in the game on these Lego minifigs, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, some of the official ones. There's some really nice castle skins. So it's fun. You can get the knights, and I like how they've done that variety of characters. Of course, you get most of the sets come with Steve, and then the female, I don't remember her name. Alex and Steve come in, I'd say most, but you're right. There's a ton of really great skins that come in all the other ones.
In the bakery. There's a different skin on the guy in the bakery, but you got the farmer.
Yeah, with the straw hat.
With the straw hat, which is like a villager, basically.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's a cool set. I didn't realize that must be a little newer.
Yeah,
Is
it's
or
fairly recent. It's
yeah?
fairly recent. It was the
Okay,
end of 2022.
got it. Yeah, a great combination of some very cleverly molded animal heads and such,
Hmm.
built onto a lot of brick built animals, which I usually don't like brick built animals, but it works perfectly for this. For instance, the llamas, right? You've got the llama head and whatever, and then the rest of it's brick built, and it works really well and looks fantastic. So
Well, yeah,
a lot of
all the
kind of
bigger animals
minimalistic
are like
buildings.
that. The pig, the polar bear, the
Yeah,
cow, the wolf, they all have
I
like a
mean even the
mold for their
small
head.
ones. Yeah,
Yeah, there's a duck
yeah,
one.
because even like the ocelot.
Yeah.
I guess the axolotl and the toad are like kind of almost completely their own thing, but like, yeah, I like seeing that. It's a lot of good in innovation in what they're doing with that. So
Well, I guess here moving on, I want to jump into the desert sets. You got the Illager raid from
yeah,
2020 and the Desert Outpost from
yeah,
2015.
and there's
They
a good
go well
example of
together.
that skin. The new skin too with the dark red, different player there, and then you
Yeah,
got
so
some
you've
diamond
got
armor
a
over on
couple of
the hand.
different ones, and then you got some more villagers. You got the
Yeah.
Illagers coming in this one set here with the Ravager.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you've ever
Yep.
tried to fight that thing, but that thing is very difficult to beat.
I have. It's a rough time for sure. Yeah, great little representation of a desert village. And then I actually was able to pick up the desert outpost for my son again. We haven't built it yet, but we got that for Christmas this year. And yeah, you've got the desert skellies out there with they're just walking around annoying people, which is what they do in the game.
Yeah.
So that's fun. You get the dog. He loves the dogs, of course. So he's got the dog there, and then yeah, so this is a great example of here's Alex and Steve in this set, which is pretty standard, and then nice to see some variation of players and stuff in the Illager raid. So
Yeah, well, the Illager raid is
that's a
a
lot of fun.
2020,
Yeah,
right? So the later sets
right.
have various skins to them.
Yeah,
Some of them.
I
So
should have checked at what point it switched over, because I would assume that all the first wave probably had just Steve and Alex, right?
the first wave just had Steve, I think.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I
'cause,
could be wrong, but I mean, most of them had Steve. There was a few that came out. I know that like the first house, had Steve. The
Yeah.
mine, the cave,
Okay.
had Steve.
Yep.
And these are
Yeah.
all first waves, and I think they were like 2015 era.
Got it. Yeah, 2014, 15 was when they came out. So interesting.
Yeah,
Cool.
so these two sets are
Good
pretty cool.
sets.
You could take these two and like shove them together. And if you notice the bases, they're kind of like this little L pattern, this little stair stack pattern. So I would think that you could probably set one right in front of the other and just give it some depth there. And as far as
I've done that with a couple. Yeah, I've done that with a couple, and they actually do work really well sliding together like that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, so those are pretty cool. And then moving on. So these are notable here. Okay. So the End Portal is probably one of my favorite sets. Just simply because it took me like over a year to find my first End Portal, like in survival mode.
They're hard to find.
And once I found the first one, I was like, holy crap, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. I was in the bottom of like this ravine, and I looked up and there was like bookshelves on the wall, and I thought, what is that?
Right.
It was the library in the underground fortress.
Nice.
Yeah, and
so that's a fun thing about
it's very cool.
Yeah. Well, and that's a fun thing about Minecraft is that each time you start up a new world, it's a randomly generated adventure where there are similar things in every world, right? You're going to find these different things kind of all in each world, but like they'll never quite look the same. And so that's a lot of fun, like, right? And so discovering these things as you play is part of the adventure, part of the fun, as you're just, building and exploring and mining and collecting resources and doing a lot of just sandbox style gaming. So yeah, it's quite an experience to come across your first nether portal, or build your first end portal, and then build your first nether portal and go through the underworld, basically the nether. It's a whole other aspect of the game. But lots of fun experiences to be had for sure.
And then one of my other, this is one of our favorites. Crystal had to have this.
Yeah, the little fox house,
which is the Fox Lodge from this year here. It's a very cool little set. Lots of printed tiles on the inside. You get the oven, you get the crafting bench. You get this cool guy right here.
Yeah, is that a new different player there, or is that one of the water zombie guys?
No, it's one of the water zombies.
Nice.
And then of course you get all the little cats too, which is cool. Here, I'll show you.
Right.
There we go.
There you go. Are those foxes or cats?
No,
they look like foxes.
I think they're foxes, and then I'm not sure maybe that's a white fox.
Do they have snow foxes? See, the game, like I said, it updates so much that we don't know for sure what's in there.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, man. I mean, I get on there and play every now and again. But
I can't keep up with everything.
Super cool little set.
Well, you said you thought the Fox house might be the best house.
Yeah, I think it is, because the other ones are just kind of weird. Like the chicken house, and there's like the one with the llama and
the pig house.
The pig house, yeah.
We have the pig house, yeah. I do like that they've built these big houses that look like the different animals in the game. That's a lot of fun, I think.
Yeah. The one thing that I wanted to note about this slide here is the Sword Outpost, which comes out January 1st. I have always wanted to build a scalable version of the diamond sword that I could pick up. And I think that if you bought 2 of these, you could make the whole diamond sword.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
The Sword Outpost.
I like that.
Also, I can't remember the name of it, but the little blue flying thing. Those are actually in the those are in the mansions, and they come out and do something.
Oh, right, not the. Yeah, they're like pixie things, weird pixie creatures.
Yeah, they're like little pixie type things, and so that piece on this, that's the first time it's being released in this Sword Outpost, cool. And it's got a new mold for the wings.
Oh, I'll have to take a look closer at that.
Yeah, you gotta look at it really close. But you can see it, and all the releases for January 1st are up on Lego.com.
Nice, so you can get some real nice high-res images.
Yeah, you can see everything up close and personal. You can see some videos on them as well. So that's pretty cool. But I love the sword one. I love it.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Well, I'll say this about the sword. Also, I think this sword would make, if you already have a nice setup of Minecraft sets, this is a great centerpiece for just a big Minecraft display. I think it would work really well. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah, I think it looks really nice. It's a little different, a little weird, but I think it works.
Yeah, I think so. I like it. I mean, like you said, it's more of a centerpiece, but I mean, it's really cool. Yeah.
Well, and it does represent the fact that a lot of players build large-scale things from real life.
Yeah,
in Minecraft
they do.
like that. So
they do.
That's
a huge part of the Minecraft community.
Absolutely, yeah. So I see that working out for them.
So we're gonna jump into these 2 guys now.
Yeah,
and these are brand new. Obviously the Nether Bastion is a 2022 set. I have it here, still in the box. But then the Deep Dark Battle comes out January 1st, and I mean, this thing is amazing. The color usage,
it's quite impressive.
Yeah, I mean, it's got the warden.
Is that one of those shields you were talking about?
Yeah. And the shield, yeah. So the shield right down there that's being held, so that's technically a different print from the original one.
Okay.
It's actually a little bit more rough around the edges, and it's got like some some color variation to the print on it.
Okay.
So it's pretty cool. So I'm pretty excited to see what that looks like in person.
Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, no, this is cool. Have you run into one of these things yet?
I haven't.
What is that?
The
what do they
Warden?
call that thing?
The Warden?
The Warden. I haven't run into it either. I've fallen kind of into a deep, dark area and just like ran out instantly. I was like, I need to get out of here.
Yeah. I haven't found one yet.
I haven't really explored.
But
Yeah,
I would like to.
Apparently
I would
really,
like to
really
see them, because that was the first place where the candles appeared in Minecraft. And if you look closely at this image, there's actually candles all around it, and it's built with the new block. Lego's calling it a block. The new castle featured a whole bunch of them, which is 2 1x1 plates stacked. So it's technically 2 plates high versus like 3 plates high for the standard brick. So these are featured in white. That part is featured in white in this deep dark battle.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. And then, again, with the Nether Bastion, you got all these awesome little monster builds. The magma cube.
Yeah.
You got Nether Wart over there. You got the new pig. The I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, the piglins or whatever from the Nether.
Piglins.
Yeah, so they've got that mold for their heads. That's why I bought this one. So many cool things.
Yeah, no.
So many cool things.
This one struck me. Yeah, this one struck me when I saw it in the store. That's why I got it for my son. The strider he's riding through the lava. Those are creatures you can jump on and ride through lava. That's really well built. It's got like a wonky cattywampus build, so it looks just like it does in the game. And then that magma cube, like when you pick it up, it does the like slinky motion. So it looks like it does just like in the game.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
really,
I see
really
that.
cool.
I can see that now on the front of the box.
It's one of the funnest things to play with.
You can see it right there.
Expands.
So if you pick it up, it does the little slinky jump.
Yeah, if you pick it up by the top of the head, it'll slinky and compress and expand as you jump it around.
Which is pretty gnarly.
It's a lot of fun. Minecraft is one of the best examples of really well, cleverly put together play features. They always have little blocks you can stick dynamite in to make things pop off the top. And then like the way the creatures move and stuff. There's always fun little features they've worked into these sets that I think they do really well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty impressed with the newer ones that are coming out. I'm getting geared up to buy a couple on the first.
Yeah, there's so many. Like we didn't even talk about like the giant llama house or like so many other things that are coming out.
Oh yeah, there's a ton of them. There's a ton of them. So moving on here from this, we've got a couple of the ice biome sets. These are more considered tundra style builds, like the polar igloo and the snow hideout. Something you would see in the tundras, which are both pretty cool sets. Again, you got the polar igloo came out in 2018, and the snow hideout was 2015. So the snow hideout was the first one that came with the snow golem.
I would almost say 2015 did a better job.
Yeah,
I like the polar bear in the second one though.
Yeah. The polar bears are cool. A cool animal build.
Yeah.
But they're
both fun.
Yeah, it stands up on its back legs, so that's kind of cool. Just like in the game.
Yeah.
When you start messing with the babies.
Right. Yeah, they come after you, dude.
Yeah, you start messing with the babies, and the mama polar bear comes after you. But they're passive. They're a passive mob if you don't mess with the little ones.
Right.
So, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So these are good.
These are both decent.
Yeah, these are both decent sets. These are little houses like that you might build for yourself in a tundra.
Right.
And then moving from the tundra to the ice spikes. You got a new release coming out on the first called the Frozen Peaks, which is the one on the left. And then you have the ice spikes, which came out in 2017 on the right. And it also came with the snow golem. Um,
I like seeing the snow golem in there.
yeah. Now I have the ice spike set somewhere.
Okay.
It's still sealed.
Nice.
But I do have
somewhere.
that one. I do plan on getting the Frozen Peaks set. I mean, I think that overall these hit the mark just right for this biome.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think these two also are going to look really nice next to each other.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm glad they stuck with the consistency of the colors of the ice and everything like that. I like that the newer one has that cave under it with the stone under there. I just think it's a nice variety in the tree there. These are going to look great together, I think. Yeah.
And then something else too, Jason, that I noticed is on the newer Minecraft sets, they're actually tiling all the tops, or tiling a lot of the tops of the bricks. So you can see in the original Ice Spike set where they left a couple of corners with some studs hanging out. But then on the new one, wherever there's an ice block, it's got a tile over top. So it's looking a little bit more and more like the game.
They're molding it, making it look a little better each time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. Well, I like, again, that goes back to consistency. You know, you get the 2x2 jumper plate scattered randomly in all these sets, because that allows you to put in the ores and the other extra bricks and stuff it comes with, you know, stuff like that. So looks like the dynamite in the new one is going to be a feature that pops off the wall to maybe open the side up or something like that.
Yeah, TNT.
That's cool. I like that. Yeah, the TNT. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
these are good.
Overall, I mean, this whole theme is extremely vast. And you know, I mean, I'm looking forward to getting quite a few more of them, just because I love the game so much.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I am currently working on making sure all of my son's Minecraft sets are pulled out of the rest of his bins of stuff. Because I told him, I was like, look, I know you like Minecraft, I know you like Lego, but like you do a lot of other stuff. You got some random things going on. Let's at least get your Minecraft sets like in their own shelf on their own world, and we can add to that for birthdays and Christmases and stuff. So I'm working right now on parting and piecing out all the ones that we got so we can put his world together. And I'm excited because I don't collect Minecraft for myself. If I get bulk lots that have Minecraft parts in them, I give them to him to add to his world. But I still really like it. And so it's fun to have that to do with him and for me to experience building that Minecraft world in Lego. So I'm looking forward to really putting them all together and making that world and see what it looks like. So,
yeah, I agree. We have a couple of comments. Taz says some years I get catalogs, some years I don't. He was talking about when you got catalogs.
It's just random.
The Kind Crusader says the box art looks really good, far better than most sets. Yes, the box art on the Minecraft sets
fair point.
are very, very good.
Fair
I love
point.
them.
They hit it. They hit it well. I like the little illustrations of some of the critters and stuff in the corners.
Yeah. Andy, I think is what he's trying to say. Said his kid threw up in his bed, had to change the sheets, so here he is now. So welcome.
Sorry, buddy.
Lego Composer says, "Hey guys."
Hey.
I don't think Lego Composer realized that we started an hour earlier today.
Sorry, it was on the live, my little like Instagram story, but you're not going to notice a slight change like that. We're kind of trying out some different times for family stuff and just making things work best for scheduling. So we may go to a little earlier. I don't know. Andrew and I are still fine tuning in the background, trying to decide what we're doing, but.
And I think that's what it is. Is it Andy? Is that how you want me to say that? Andy? He says it's 1 a.m. there.
I think that's Andy, yeah.
So where?
Yeah. I think that's on Instagram, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's Classic Style Castle.
Is it? Please confirm.
I think so. Yeah.
Please
He's got
confirm.
some great vintage castle buildings.
Well, we don't know until he confirms.
So it's good to see him. Yeah, if that's him, then we'll give him a shout out for sure. But Yeah, man, Minecraft Lego. It's crazy. One thing that it doesn't have for it is it doesn't have a lot of nostalgic draw because it is a fairly new thing still. So like it's not going to have the 80s and 90s like classic castle draw and stuff like that to it. So I think it's done quite. Was I right?
Yeah, classic style castle. Yeah. Indeed. All right. Welcome, man. Hope everything is going okay with your kid.
Yeah.
We need to have if you're still in here listening, man, we need to have you come on here. We need to talk about your builds, man. What do you think about that, Jason?
They're super cool. You're just gonna, I'm for it. It's just gonna, he's just gonna have to jump in on 1 a.m., 2 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah. I mean, if he's gonna jump into our live, he's just gonna have to pull an all-nighter, man. I don't know.
Yeah, but
what do you think about that classic style castle? You want to get in? You want to get in on a video or what? I think
it's funny. Awesome. He doesn't actually join in too often because it is like midnight when we start our lives. It's funny he jumped on this one.
Yeah, he says
Merry Sickmas. He says,
Sickmas, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks, man. Yeah. I feel you. I hope everything goes all right. Yeah, the Kind Crusader says he has awesome builds. He does. He has a lot of cool builds. We need to get him on here and talk about his stuff sometime for sure.
I agree. I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't have any other slides to show or talk about, but there are like at least 75 other Minecraft sets that you can look up and check out. If you
we covered like this much of the theme.
Yeah, it's small percent, but some of the best ones, I think.
Yeah, I would just encourage people to take a look at it. Go look at the backlog of kits. Go see what's out there now. If you haven't ever if it hasn't come across your radar, give it a chance. See if there's anything in those kits you like. And yeah, I would just encourage people to take a look at it. It's definitely a bit of a different theme for sure. So.
So he says, yeah, he's not sure about the midnight stream, but he always listens later. But he said it'd be fun to chat sometime.
Sure. Yeah. That'd be difficult to pull off. I understand that for sure.
Tell you what you could do. He could move to America, and then he could be in our time zone.
Yeah, just so he can hang out on the Let's Talk About Lego.
The Kind Crusader says no more slides, then classic castle. So I guess we need to talk about some classic castle. So I've got a new Forestman with the black on it, so that's fun.
Yeah, I saw that. It's super cool.
Some classic castle. So I'm building this giant castle. I don't know if you guys have noticed. I've fallen behind on my YouTube progress videos, but this is one of my chandeliers that's going to go in my dining hall. Yeah.
Looking forward. Yeah.
I have several of them pre-built.
There you go. Yeah. Well, it's big enough. You're going to need them all.
Right? He's asking if he could do it from bed. Yeah, I suppose you could, man. I mean, whatever.
Yeah. Could happen.
So, Jason, did you have a good Christmas?
Just get a light. Yeah, I had a great Christmas. Lots of fun Lego building, played video games, ate food, hung out. Buddy came over for the evening, watched a Christmas, sort of a Christmas movie. I mean, it is a Christmas movie, but it was pretty wild. But yeah, a lot of fun. Definitely. How about you?
Pretty good, man. Actually, Lady Bricks got me all of these the dark oak like little cabinets and whatnot. I got one of the light ones, the 2x2 brick.
Okay, interesting. So is that storage or just?
Yeah, I've got the 2x4 brick as well. These things I've had my eye on these for quite some time. Let me get this one out and show it to you, man, because it's pretty gnarly. And I mean, like, I'm a pretty serious Lego person, like overall. So like anything that has Lego on it, I'm totally down for. But this thing
Right.
this thing is pretty badass. Like, do you see that? Like, it's got
Yeah,
this drawer.
that's pretty nicely crafted looking. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're made by Ole himself. Back when he was a carpenter.
Maybe. Yeah. Come straight out of the Lego carpenter shop.
I think that they're supposed to stack, to be honest with you. So I'm going to get out this light
now
2x2 and check it out right now on our live. So this is the 2x2 brick with the drawer.
And that Lego text on there, is that carved into the top? Or
it is. It's actually,
how's that work?
It's actually carved and burnt into. It's like actually,
wow,
it's actually in there.
That's cool.
Yeah, so they stack.
Okay, yeah. So if you were like, super rich, you could build a whole wall of these things and have all your Lego in them.
You could, or you could just get a couple and set them on your desk, which is what I'm going to do. In them. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. They're my new stash boxes for whatever I want to stash.
Get some loot. Put some loot in it.
Pretty cool though. I think there's a couple of there's like a couple of shelves. There's a couple of different wooden items that Lego has on there, and I think it's in like decor. It's listed on decor on their website, which is kind of cool.
It's definitely a weird kind of section of their website, but
yeah, so those are pretty interesting. Fun. My desk is absolutely a mess. I've got chandeliers, candy canes, and minifigs all over the place. But once I pick all that stuff up, I'm going to have a nice little home here for my my wooden bricks. Yeah.
Awesome.
Lady Bricks says ridiculously expensive.
Yeah.
They were expensive enough to clear the GWP, so I got an extra array, the Castaway, with it for Christmas.
There you go.
So that's pretty awesome.
Get a little bit get a little back for the cost there. That's cool, man. Well, yeah, I mean,
and Andy,
what do we got?
Yeah, feels like 10305 could have done a bigger hall, entrance hall or feasting hall, etc. Perhaps double height. I agree. I mean,
is that the Lion King's Castle?
He's talking about the Lion King's Castle. I mean, if you want to jump on here, if you're awake enough to shit all over the Lion King's Castle, I'm with you. Like, let's go. Let's do it. I'm ready. Supersized Lego tree on Instagram. Yes, I did see that. That was a pretty interesting. Build for sure. This guy built a large Lego tree.
I'll have to take a look. I may have seen it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Interesting. Yeah, I've seen. You know how many mods and like additions people have already made to that Lion King's Castle to make up for some of the stuff they felt was missing?
Well, I mean, the first thing they did was fix the ramp.
Yeah, that's a rough one for sure.
And I mean, I've got the original one built right back here on the shelf, and I mean, it's the bare bones castle. There's no minifigs in it or shields or anything like that. It's just the parts, basically. Okay.
Yeah,
being taken over by dragons. It
still looks kind of nice back there.
Yeah, that's cool. Not as cool as my classic space light right here.
Right. Those are fun, dude.
Yeah, like I'm doing this right now with Castle and Classic Space. Like heavy.
Yeah, you're teetering.
Brain. I am, yeah. I'm super excited for the Black GWP to come out.
I'm super excited for that as well. It looks really good.
Yeah.
Well, and you just built the Galaxy Explorer, so it's fresh in your brain.
Yeah, it is. It is. And I've got two of them, and I didn't realize that there was two other builds for two of the smaller ships that also matched the original ships that were released in 1979. So I am going to have to get a third one just so that I can build the two other builds that you can build with that kit.
Yeah, because they don't advertise it at all. They're just like, here we go. There's these two, right? Because it represents two other, like the set of the original sets.
Yeah, there was 2 other sets in 1979, and there's a comparison. There's the Galaxy Explorer is the 4-man, then there's a 2-man cockpit, and then a single-man cockpit, and they just get smaller and smaller. And then you have this whole plethora of like brand new classic space parts that came with the original set that you have left over. So you can probably, if you buy the 2 and build the 2 smaller ones, you probably have enough to build one of your own custom ones, right? Because you got an extra lens, an extra yellow lens from both of those sets. So you still have 2.
We also probably have a couple extra guys.
So yeah, you do. So now what I'm thinking is like maybe I get the extra one and build the other 2 ships, use the spare parts, throw some big gray space wheels in there, and build a classic space snooper in blue with the yellow lens.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I'd love to see a classic space snooper.
Well, I mean, I got to do something comparable to my ice snooper,
Yeah, ice snooper is pretty nice. I do love it.
It is.
Check out his ice snooper if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's on my Instagram. It's pretty dope. I also got a little design video up on YouTube for it. It's pretty rad.
Cool. Well, yeah, I think that's about it then, guys, right?
Yeah.
We'll probably wrap it up here.
Yeah, so I think next Monday we should what is next Monday? Is it the 2nd?
I have to look at the calendar. It sounds right.
Let me look at the calendar. I've got my calendar right here.
Cool.
Yeah, next Monday is the 2nd. Yeah, so okay. I think on the 2nd we are going to jump back into what do you say we jump back into Classic Castle, man?
You want to start the new year with a new look at all of that?
Yeah, definitely. So what do you want to do?
Do you want to we could do what we did the first time and start from the beginning and go through it all, or we can pick and choose, I guess, but I'd be down for whatever, man.
Okay.
We can do a poll on Instagram.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Set up a poll.
Yeah, set up a poll.
Okay.
So we'll put up a poll on Instagram to vote on where we should start in the Classic Castle world for the new year.
Yeah.
Because in this format, we obviously have to re-talk about everything, and just bringing some fresh Classic Castle back into light would be somewhat fun.
Yeah, I'd enjoy getting back into it. I mean, that's kind of our roots. That's the foundation of this whole thing we do. So yeah. So let's plan on that. And when can you run that poll, Jason? Do you think we can have that up and running during the week here? Oh yeah, for sure. Those are easy to do. Yeah. I'll put one together and we'll have it up in the next couple of days.
All right, excellent. Well, I mean, everybody, thanks for joining in with us. That was here. We both obviously know that Minecraft is not the huge topic amongst Lego collectors, but it was one of the themes. Yeah, it's one of the themes that I like because I like the game, and Jason plays the game with his kid. I play the game with my kid. So it is what it is. Yeah. We collect them. They're not bad.
It is what it is.
Right? But we know that people want to hear about classic trains, classic space, classic castle. So we're just gonna have to give everybody what they want, I suppose.
We like tossing the net out there. Sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't. And I think because we're passionate about what we talk about, it doesn't really, matter if it's got a huge fan base or not. I can't wait to talk about Galador next week. So.
We're not talking about Galador, Jason.
I can't wait to talk about the plastic cave piece for.
We're not going to talk about the plastic cave piece either. We're not going to talk about Nexo Knights or your Belleville or any of that stuff.
Well, okay, so next week we're doing Lego Friends. All right.
Yeah, Lego Friends. I can't wait to dress all my dolls.
All right, that's been another episode of Let's Talk About Lego. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to drop a poll on Instagram for what castle theme you want us to talk about next week. And this is Jason with the Brick Stop signing off.
All right, see you guys. Have a good night.
Good night, guys.